You were called to rise, chosen to ignite a fire within, and destined to carry a light that shatters darkness. Now, let's dive into the truth of your divine purpose and why your spirit was forged in the fires of destiny. In the depths of your soul, there's an undeniable, unshakable fire burning. It's not just any fire, it's the fire of a divine calling. You may not have recognized it at first, but that relentless drive inside of you, the one that refuses to give up, that pushes you to keep going when everyone around you doubts, this is not random. It's written in the very stars. Your spirit, your essence, was chosen for greatness before you even took your first breath. You were not born into this world by chance, and the battles you fought were never just about survival. They were about purpose. They were about destiny. Before you were even conceived, your soul knew the mission it was to embark upon. You made a vow long ago, before time itself began, to walk this earth with a power and a truth that would ripple through generations. The struggles, the pain, the heartache, they were not accidents. They were tools, shaped by the hands of a loving God, to prepare you for something much greater than you could ever imagine. You didn't stumble into this life unprepared. You didn't randomly get chosen to walk through the fire. Your soul stood strong before you were even born, raising its hand and saying, "Send me." While others may have cowered in fear, you, chosen one, stepped forward, knowing that you were destined for a mission far greater than anything this world could offer. The weight you've carried, the trials you've faced, the moments where you thought you couldn't keep going, it was all part of a plan. A divine, unshakable plan that was woven into your very existence. You see, when you walked into this world, you didn't just enter a body, you entered a battlefield. Not just for yourself, but for your family, for your bloodline, for the generations before and after you. Your soul saw the scars and the wounds, the cycles of trauma and fear that had plagued your family for generations, and it said, "I will be the one to heal them." And so you were born into it. Not as a victim, but as a warrior. Not to suffer in silence, but to break every chain that's ever tried to bind you. Jesus, the ultimate warrior, showed us how to rise through the fire. He didn't come to live a comfortable life. He came to turn the world upside down. He came to fight for what was right, to sacrifice for the greater good. He walked through betrayal, pain, and death itself, and still chose love. And in the very same way, your mission on this earth mirrors that of Christ, to be the light in a dark world, to walk the path of transformation and to rise, not for yourself, but for others. And just like Jesus, you didn't come here for comfort. You came for transformation. Your very existence is the manifestation of divine intervention, the answer to a prayer that has echoed through the ages. The brokenness you carry within you, the struggles that have tried to drown you, they are not for nothing. They are the fires that refine you, shaping you into the warrior you were always meant to be. Jesus endured so much so that we, too, could rise with power, purpose, and strength, and you, chosen one, are carrying that same divine DNA. You were handpicked to break the chains of ancestral wounds, to erase the past's grip on your future. You are the chosen breaker of cycles, the one who stands in the gap to heal what's been passed down. The pain of your ancestors doesn't define you. The fear of those who came before you does not control your destiny. You were born to be the interruption, the awakening, the breakthrough. Just like Christ, your life is not about being perfect. It's about being aligned with the divine mission that God set for you before time began. You weren't born to blend in. You weren't born to hide in the shadows or live a life of mediocrity. You were born to stand out, to rise above the chaos, to shift the very atmosphere around you every single day. When you step into a room, the energy shifts. When you speak, chains break. When you walk through life, you're not just going through the motions, you're on assignment. You carry within you the power of heaven, and that power will not be dimmed by the noise of this world. When the world tries to push you down, remind yourself, you are not here by mistake. You are here on divine assignment. The universe knows your name, and your Creator calls you to rise higher, go deeper, and spread your light further than you ever believed possible. You are a warrior, not because you've never been knocked down, but because you've always chosen to rise. Just like Jesus, who rose from death itself, you will rise from every hardship, every setback, every moment of despair. And in this journey, you will not walk alone. Jesus walks with you every step of the way. He's the strength beneath your feet, the hope in your heart, the light in your soul. Every battle you face, He fights with you. Every tear you cry, He collects them. Every time you feel alone, He is closer than you think. You are never abandoned in your journey. You are never forgotten. You are loved beyond measure, called to something greater, and created to rise above everything that stands in your way. So, when the storms of life come and you feel weary, remember this truth. You were forged in fire for a reason. Your spirit has a divine assignment. You are a warrior, a light bearer, and a healer. The world needs your truth. It needs your courage. It needs your strength. And above all, it needs your unwavering faith that, no matter the obstacle, you were chosen for this moment. You were chosen to rise. My dear, listen carefully. You are not just strong. Your strength is sacred. The power within you isn't just resilient, it's divine. You, chosen one, have been under attack not because you are weak, but because you are extraordinary. Let me make this clear. The struggles you've faced, the opposition you've encountered, they were never due to your fragility. No, they were the result of your immense power, your brilliance, and your light that others could not comprehend. From the very beginning, your energy caused discomfort in places where people only wanted to hide in the dark. Your authenticity, your unwavering truth, shattered the illusions that the world tried so desperately to keep intact. Without even uttering a word, your presence alone commanded attention and exposed the facades that others hid behind. You've been misunderstood, yes, but that misunderstanding wasn't random. You didn't face betrayal, exclusion, or loneliness by chance. These were not mere coincidences. These were deliberate attacks. But why were you chosen as the target? Because spiritual warriors like you, those born with a divine purpose and a sacred mission, are always going to be targeted. But because your very essence threatens the darkness. Your light shines too brightly for the shadows to remain undisturbed. Your truth forces people to confront their own lies. You are a reminder of what they could have been before the world tried to make them forget. The attacks weren't against you, they were against what you carry. Your gifts, your sight, your vibrational frequency. And guess what? The darkness underestimated you. It thought it could break you, thought it could silence you. But you are still standing. Every attack, every effort to bring you down has only made you stronger. Your voice is louder, your wisdom deeper, and your connection to the divine unshakable. Every betrayal has been a doorway to greater clarity. Every wound, a channel through which more divine light has poured into you. You didn't fold under pressure. You expanded. You became even more powerful than before. Divine fire cannot be extinguished, it grows with the heat. And now, nothing can stop you. Your mission is unstoppable. Understand this, chosen one. You were never born to simply survive. Survival was never your purpose. No, you came into this world to alchemize it. You've endured storms that would have swallowed others whole. You've walked through fires that would have left anyone else in ruins. But not you. No, you emerged from those trials glowing. Not because you weren't hurt, but because you had the power to transform that pain into a strength so profound, it radiates out from you. You see, pain has never had the power to define you. Instead, you let pain refine you. When life broke your heart, you didn't let it harden you. You softened, but not in weakness, in strength. Your heart expanded in wisdom, and your spirit grew more powerful with each trial. You didn't allow bitterness to take root in your soul. No, you grew in understanding, in clarity, in the richness of your experience. Every tear you shed became sacred, nourishing water for the seeds of your growth. Each betrayal you endured was not just a wound but a lesson, an opportunity to build boundaries grounded in discernment and wisdom. And in your silence, you found sacred communion with your higher self. You listened not just to the world around you, but to the divine guidance that has always been within you. This is not mere survival, chosen one. This is spiritual mastery. Alchemy is the divine art of turning what was meant to destroy you into the very fuel that empowers you. You didn't numb your pain. You didn't run from it. You sat with it. You processed it. You learned from it, and now you walk this earth as a living testament to transformation. Never let anyone tell you that you're too much or that you're too intense. They're not seeing you. They're witnessing the force of a soul who has mastered the art of alchemy. They're witnessing a being who has walked through fire and come out stronger, clearer, and more radiant than ever before. You didn't survive just to remain small. You survived to change everything you touch. You are a divine healer. You are the mirror that reflects the truth back to those around you. You are the cycle breaker who is not content to repeat the patterns of the past. You were born to rewrite the future. Let me make this abundantly clear. You didn't come here to continue the cycle of pain, addiction, suffering, and silence that has plagued your bloodline for generations. You didn't come to pass down the same wounds and brokenness that have been inherited like a cursed heirloom. No, you came here to end it. The chains that have held your ancestors captive are breaking now, and you are the one wielding the key to unlock them. While others have conformed to the patterns of their families, you've questioned them. While others have avoided confronting the darkness in their history, you've boldly stepped into it. You've confronted the trauma, the hurt, the unspoken grief that has been buried for lifetimes. You've chosen to heal what others have refused to acknowledge. You've not only faced your own wounds, you've carried the weight of the collective pain of your ancestors within your soul. But instead of letting it crush you, you've turned it into fuel for your transformation. Your journey isn't just about you, it's about everyone who comes after you. Your transformation will reverberate through time, breaking the chains of ancestral trauma and creating a path of freedom and light for future generations. You have chosen to do what others in your family couldn't: heal, break the cycle, and step into your full divine power. You are no longer a prisoner of the past. You are the liberator. You are the one who has chosen to stand in their power, heal the wounds, and leave behind a legacy of love, wisdom, and strength. So, when you look in the mirror and wonder why it's been so hard, why it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, remember, you are here to disrupt the status quo. You are here to awaken the sleeping souls, to shake them out of their slumber and remind them of the divine light within themselves. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to shine brighter than the stars. Your mission is too important to be held back by anything or anyone. You are unstoppable. Every trial you face is simply preparation for the divine work you are here to do. You are not just a survivor. You are a spiritual warrior. And now, more than ever, the world needs your light, your wisdom, and your love. Keep rising. Keep shining. Your destiny is calling. My dear, you are not here by chance. You were called into this life for a divine purpose that surpasses the limitations of what you can see or imagine. The world is not what it seems, and your soul, your spirit, has always known this. You carry within you a light, a fire, a divine power that can never be extinguished. And today, right now, it is time for you to fully step into that calling. Do you feel it? The weight of something more profound than mere existence, something that stretches beyond the confines of this earthly world? You are a living testament to the transformative power of Christ's love. You've walked through trials, carried burdens that no one else could even comprehend, and yet you stand here, unbroken. You have been through hell and back, but you didn't let it consume you. You allowed the Spirit of Jesus to refine you, to shape you into the warrior you were always meant to be. And in those moments of deepest struggle, when the world told you to shrink, to be silent, to hide in shame, you stood tall, held your ground, and declared the power of Christ over your life. The chains that once bound you to pain, to fear, to a legacy of brokenness, they have no hold on you anymore. You chose to rise, to transmute that darkness into light, to be the one who broke free. And in doing so, you didn't just set yourself free. You set your family, your ancestors, and every soul connected to you free. Jesus didn't come to build an empire. He came to show us the way. He didn't come to make life easy. He came to show us how to rise above the world's struggles, how to choose truth and love over hatred and fear. And you, child of God, have taken his example to heart. You didn't just read about his miracles, you became one. You didn't just admire his courage, you embodied it. With every choice to love yourself, with every moment of spiritual clarity, with every act of self-honor, you broke the cycle of generational pain. When others would have turned away from the fire of transformation, you chose to stand in it. And through that fire, you have emerged stronger, brighter, and purer than you ever thought possible. You were not meant to live a life of mediocrity, to fade into the background. You were born to be a living, breathing example of God's power working through a human vessel. You are the proof that with God, nothing is impossible. The light that burns within you is not meant to be hidden, but to illuminate the world around you. Jesus himself said, "You are the light of the world." You are that light. You are the one who will guide the lost, who will bring hope to the hopeless, who will carry the love of Christ to those who need it most. And it's not because of anything you've done on your own, but because of the divine calling that has been placed on your life. When others look at you and call you too much, too intense, or even too loud, they don't understand the fire that has been ignited in your soul. You're not here to play small, to fit into a world that tells you to be quiet, to shrink down. You're here to disrupt the status quo. You are a warrior of light, a force of divine energy. And you don't fight with weapons or fists, but with the presence of God that radiates from within you. Your words have power, your presence shifts the atmosphere. Even your silence carries weight because you are not speaking from a place of ego, but from a place of pure, divine connection to the Creator. You don't need to scream to be heard. Your very being demands attention because you are carrying the energy of heaven on earth. This world is full of illusions, false narratives, false identities, false beliefs about who we are and what we are meant for. But you, chosen one, are here to shatter those illusions. You are here to confront the lies of the enemy with truth, to break down the walls built on falsehood, to call people out of the darkness and into the light of Christ. Your mission is not one of destruction, but one of awakening. You are not here to cause chaos. You are here to bring clarity. Yes, it's true, the path you walk may be lonely at times. But you don't walk it alone. The Holy Spirit is with you. Jesus walks beside you. Your faith is the compass, and your heart, fully surrendered to the will of God, is the guide. You may face challenges, yes, but each challenge is an opportunity to grow, to refine your faith, to become more like Him. When you feel weary, remember that it is in your weakness that His strength is made perfect. Every trial you face is an invitation to trust Him more, to lean into His grace, to rise higher than the enemy ever thought possible. And know this, your faith is a weapon that the darkness cannot withstand. Through your commitment to truth, to love, to healing, you are building something far greater than anything you could have ever imagined. You are laying the foundation for a future where the chains of sin and shame are no more. You are building the kingdom of God right here on earth, and your children, your grandchildren, and the generations to come will never have to fight the battles you fought. They will live in the freedom you've already won for them. You have broken curses, yes. But more than that, you have opened the door to blessings, to divine favor, to a life marked by grace and love. Your life is a living prayer, a testimony to the world that God still moves, that His promises are true, and that miracles are real. And every step you take forward, every time you choose love over fear, every time you stand firm in your faith, you are doing more than just changing your life. You are shifting the entire world. The vibrations of your choices ripple through time, reaching not only the people you know, but every soul connected to you, even those who haven't been born yet. You are the bridge between what was and what will be. You are the one who chose truth over tradition, healing over hiding, freedom over fear. You are the sacred disruption that this world so desperately needed. Your life is a living prophecy, a testament to the unshakable power of God's love working through His chosen ones. So, chosen one, when they ask why you're different, why you carry yourself with such power, why you refuse to settle, tell them this. I didn't come here to live quietly. I didn't come here to shrink into the background. I came to shake the ground. I came to cut through the illusions. I came to carry heaven into hell and light a path home. I'm not just a survivor. I'm not just spiritual. I am a warrior of light on divine assignment. I am the fire, the force, the cycle breaker. You are a living manifestation of God's grace and power. Your journey is one of awakening. Your life is proof that no matter the darkness, the light will always prevail. Best wishes on your sacred journey.